Hi there, welcome back to Smart Gardening with Smart Pot. The last time we were out at our raised round bed, we had a beautiful 60-degree day, and we've got another one. But in between, we got lots of really bitter weather down into the teens. And for us in our zone 7, that is darn cold. So we decided it's time to get out here and tuck this baby in and see what happens through the bitter dark weather. We're going to uncover it and let's take a look. We used a frost cloth here and some more hay. So basically what we did was take some extra little bales of straw or hay that we had left over from our Halloween and our fall decorations, and we built a little bit of a wall around the raised round bed to insulate this root zone. You'll probably notice that we did keep water going. So if you've covered this up and you don't have irrigation, but you've tucked your stuff in, make sure to get in there at least once a week and give them some water, because the combination of cold and dry is going to be really tough on your plants. So we kept this watered. We insulated the root zones a little bit better. We threw a bunch more hay on top, and it looks like we've had some pretty good success. The cabbages here and the kale still look great. Let's see what else. Our romaine, the leaves got a little bit burned up by the cold, but I think that their roots, if we can see down in here, the bottoms of the plants still look good, and we'll get new leaves on that. So I think that made it. Oh, here's some onions coming up. They made it. Cabbages look good. This little romaine over here didn't even get scalded by that cold weather. It still looks great. Our little onion starts are coming up. Here's a good one here. And here's another one. So even though we had multiple nights, probably 2 weeks worth of nights of temperatures lows ranging from 12 degrees to in the low 20s, we fared pretty well for this winter garden. We're starting almost to move to that transition to spring now. So if you've protected your crops and you get these nice days, come outside, uncover them, give them a good look, let them catch some more moisture from the air, some fresh sun, and I think we're going to be amazed at how well this comes through. This is almost the middle of January. And by the time we get to the middle of February, which will be here like that, I think we're going to have a big full bed of some early spring crops that are going to continue to thrive as the weather warms. And then we'll transition into summer. So we can see that even in the winter, the raised round bed gives us a good soil volume and a healthy root growing system that's going to give us another season of gardening here. We moved some of our other planters in closer to cover them up. These are a little more cold hardy, but these are our garlics that we put out earlier. So let's see what they're doing. They're coming up nicely. We can see and hear how much they've grown over the course of the about 6 weeks they've been in the ground now. And they're getting to be looking good. I probably wouldn't do this if I weren't showing you guys, but let's see how the root structures. Man, it's great. It's hard to even like lift one up from everything else that's in there. But we can see how our garlic is really starting to take off now. And we've got a new plant coming up here. I think that looks great. I'm looking forward to seeing what these do as the weather continues to warm up. So this was our soft-necked white California garlic. Back over here is the elephant garlic that we planted, and it's looking really big. Soil's nice and moist and loose, so we don't need to do anything there. We don't need to feed. This is the time we really are wanting root growth in this cool weather. We don't want to encourage a whole bunch of top growth, because we're still going to get some really cold temperatures and that will just freeze off. But right now we're encouraging the root growth, keeping the tops of the soil and the root zones warm when the weather gets really fierce, and opening it up on nice days, letting everything get a good deep breath and some sunshine. So next time we come back, let's see what happens. Unfortunately, it is going to get cold again. I'm hearing a couple of days from now we're down to 6 degrees. So I'm going to tuck it back up, cover it back with our frost cloth, and we'll see you next time. So make sure to send us your questions, show us your projects, ask us what we're doing, and tell us what you're doing. We always want to hear from our home gardeners. We appreciate you and your support. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and send us your questions. info@smartpot.com. Thanks for joining us and happy gardening.